Hey guys, what's up? So in this video now, I got a lot of complaints about my market maker model video. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to redo this. All right, so I'm going to keep it clear and concise. I'm not going to talk fast because I saw also a complaint where the one guy said, "You're talking too fast." What can I do? It's this nature. All right, so let's talk about it. Now, when we're talking about the market maker models, yeah, first of all, it's called market maker. Yeah, a market maker. So we understand that market making happens on the institutional level. Yeah, it's way up there in the hierarchy. So what's the first thing that I need to see before I even consider that, okay, you know what, this is indeed a market maker model. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for an SMT divergence. Now, for the guys and gals that do not know what SMT divergence is, you can go and watch ICT's videos, or you can go and find the video I have made on SMT divergence. I think I called it institutional accumulation. So when we are looking at the market maker model, right now, I personally, when we look at indices, I look at the dollar index divergence. Okay. Now, what's the point in me making this video again? Now, we understand that if there is indeed a market maker model in play, right, price is going to really make its way towards its target. So, with that being said, what I mean is it's going to make its way to either a gap or a liquidity pool. Why one of those two POIs? It's because, according to Mr. Michael J. Huddleston, as we all know him by, price is always going to want to seek to rebalance an imbalance, or price will want to trade into a liquidity pool. Now, how do we know which one is which? Well, there are specific price action sequences that will tell us that. That is beyond the scope of my YouTube channel. Okay. If there is anything that is related to time, you can only find that inside of my mentorship. Like I mentioned in one of the older videos, my mentorship is the only mentorship from the past, basically 1 or 2 years, that has ever focused on the time-based application of price. Everything that you see, every other mentorship that you see popping up right now with all these crazy theories about time, I've already been there. They don't work. And I'm currently focusing on the ones that work through my own application, through my own practice, and through my own teachings, actually. Okay, so when it comes to the time-based application of price, I repeat, I do not follow that of ICTs. Okay, it may be a coincidence that it's in line with ICTs. Well, that just makes my stuff even more valid. Because I'm going to keep that at that. And let's talk about reaccumulation and the redistribution of price. Okay, so the first step that we're looking at when we consider the market maker models is we want SMT divergence. It can either be SMT divergence between the indices, or it can be SMT divergence between the bonds, or it can be SMT divergence between the current index that you're looking at and the dollar index. So I personally use the index versus the dollar index. Okay, so when I say the index, I mean I trade NASDAQ, so NASDAQ against the dollar index. So in this example, I'm showing you US 500 because I believe majority of you guys trade that. Okay. If I were to just review a few days worth of price action, let's just say from here, I'm going to divide the days up by its daily separations from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock, right? So there, okay. And I'm going to head to the 15-minute chart. Okay. Now on the 15-minute chart, obviously I'm going to cherry pick the examples, okay, because that's how you learn. the best by looking at the best possible scenarios and then watching the best possible scenarios unfold in live price. Okay. Over here, could I see anything that represents an area of reaccumulation? Nope. Okay. That I can use? No. Over here, there's nothing. What about here? All right. So look at this. Look at how we use this gap to trade higher. Okay. Now, the only time in which I would be considering to go short, okay, the only time I would be considering to go short is when price closes below the 50% of this old bullish fair value gap. So there. Okay. When this happens, I'm only entertaining price action around this area. Now, what's even better is when price closes through it, in which case it's just going to retap or it's going to retest the low of this bullish fair value gap, and then it's going to start trading lower. Okay, so case in point, you're going to want to use all bullish fair value gaps that price reaccumulated from, meaning price formed a swing low and went higher, right? You want to use these areas to frame shorts when price trades through them. When this phenomenon occurs, everything above this bullish fair value gap is off limits. Okay, everything above this bullish fair value gap is off limits. So here's how you're going to be viewing price at these areas. Simply put, off limit. Okay, off limit. So you're going to be looking at price only within the bullish fair value gap. All right. Okay. Now, the next most important part, or rather the first idea that you're going to be looking at as an idea of confluence is obviously, I need to ask myself, or you need to ask yourself, is there institutional distribution going on, or is there an accumulation of shorts? Yeah. Okay. Here's my dollar index. My dollar index is inverted, so it's easier for me. All right. What can I see? I can see that here's a higher high on the dollar index, and there's a lower low on the indices or on US 500. Okay. All right. Alternatively, I can see that we have a, do I have an S&P divergence here? No, I don't. Yeah, so that's the only one over here. Okay. So when price does that, when price trades lower below this fair value gap, we are not supposed to, so basically when we have this fair value gap, right, and we have a bearish SMT, we're expecting that fair value gap to fail. So we're waiting for that expectation to happen. We're waiting for it to be fulfilled. And once it is fulfilled, you now know what to do. You can easily do what? Target this low. Okay. Now, when price trades through this gap, you can also look for an SMT divergence around that price action. Okay, look. Here's a high, or here's a high, a lower high. Yeah, or you can say there's a lower high here. Or you can just say this, while the dollar index made a higher high. Yeah, and so you can now focus on selling because you know that, okay, there is institutional accumulation of shorts around an area where price will redistribute from. So you know what I'm saying? I'm saying will. Why am I saying will? Because this signature of price is telling me that, okay, we are going to go lower. And the fact that we closed below the old fair value gap is telling me we are now looking to redistribute shorts. Okay. What do we have next? Well, here, what do we have? We have an old area of reaccumulation here. When price trades down through it, we're expecting this level right here to hold for shorts. It wicks over there, but at the end of the day, it closed inside, or it closed outside of it favorably. you would then be targeting this low. Okay, you would then be targeting that low. All right. Okay. Here, how are we going to go about doing this now? All right. Can we see how we have this massive gap right here? Yeah. If you observe the 50, yeah, you can see how price closed above the 50 right there. Okay, but it traded down. That doesn't matter. Why does it not matter? Because look at this. Like I said before, there's a hierarchy of things. Okay, there is a hierarchy of things. So over here, can you see there, we have this bearish fair value gap. See how price goes above there, closes inside, produces a reaction down, and then starts going higher again. So this is an area of what? Old redistribution. So we can see price being redistributed down only to fail and go higher. Yeah. So price is going to want to do what? Mitigate this area and then start running. Okay. Now, if you focus on the volume imbalance right there, because let's face it, a volume imbalance is greater than a fair value gap. It produced a move down. So we got the closure above, produced a move down, properly closed above here. So I'm expecting, if there is a bullish SMT divergence, I'm expecting price to use this and make another leg up. Okay, for some reason, okay, here it is. That's my expectation. Okay, so right now, if I look at this low, or if I look at this low here, or even this one, yeah, can you see how we made a higher low there and we made a lower low here? So we do have a bullish SMT divergence. So up to some extent, I'm looking for bullishness from around this price action. Okay, but the best possible scenario for me is to see a bullish SMT happening when price taps this old volume imbalance. That's what's going to give me the confidence to go along. Okay. Alternatively, again, go to the 5-minute chart, and what can you do? I can simply look for SMT divergence around this at this 5-minute chart price point. So if I look at this here, there's a lower low, while this guy made a higher low. So what's going to make me confident that, okay, this bullish SMT is going to hold? I need to see immediate displacement forming an order block. Okay, I need to see the formation of an order block, and then only I'll be happy to see price going higher. And that's when I'll be happy to put a position behind the trade idea. Okay, so that's how we use all areas of reaccumulation and all areas of redistribution to go long and to go short and to even be confident in our bias. Okay, so study that with the market maker models, and it should be gold, because majority of the trade ideas that I call out in the public channel, guess what? It stems out of this idea. Okay, so with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something better out of this. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to send me a message on Telegram or on Instagram, or you can even ask a question down in the comment section below. Right? Okay, so with that said, that's pretty much it. Good luck in good trading. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.